How are you guys doing? Is there one person watching? I think it says that there's one right now. I don't know, I can't see any live chat or anything like that right now, so I'll like this, there we go. I have the live chat here. Okay, so can I pop out chat? There we go. So now I can there we go, I can check in here. I think I see. There we go, putting something in the live chat. If you can hear me, that'd be cool. Let me know. Want to make sure that sound is working and everything like that. Let's see. Putting something in the live chat. If you can hear me, that'd be cool. If I turn up my volume. Want to make sure. There we go. So that should be good. I see 2 people are watching. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Can you guys see me at all? I know that I had a video of myself up here on the OBS software. There we go. What's on this side? Scene. There we go. So maybe you guys can see me now. I tried to make it work. Awesome. Glad to hear that you're doing good. Here, I'll just type that. I don't know if you guys can hear me quick enough. So anyway, I am going to start just programming. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions of what you want to see me do. I was just going to kind of play around and do some Python stuff and just, mess around and see what I can make. So if you guys have any cool ideas, that'd be dope. Let me know. Love that kind of stuff. Let's pull up that chat in case you guys say anything. I'll just pop it down like this. I'll put it here. Actually, here's what I can do. I can put this up like this and then pull it over and keep this over here. Yeah, perfect. There we go. So now I can kind of make sure that I see what you guys are saying. That'd be good. 3 people watching. How are you guys? Okay, so we can do whatever. If anybody has any ideas, drop them in the live chat. I can just start, I guess, and see what comes to my mind. So right now we're in this folder I made called streams. We can make a new Python file and call it something cool. I don't know. Does anybody have any ideas? Is that something that could be going on? Any possible things that I can work on? I don't know. Seems like you guys would probably be better at coming up with ideas than I would. I'm not exactly too let's see. Let's see. Current keyframe frequency is less than 4 seconds. I think I have to check that in the settings. Keyframe frequency, where is that? That's my, here we go. Display capture, nope. Settings, maybe. Snap sensitivity, output, keyframe. I wonder if it says that. Okay, well, it might help if I take off my, if I turn this off for now. There we go. So maybe that'll help with the video a little bit. So I don't know if you guys can see me in the live chat, but if you guys have any ideas for what you want me to program, you can just throw those in there and I'll definitely do it. Right now I'm going to just throw up a random file and start messing around. We can do, how about something that, let's do cryptography. Cryptography is cool. You know, we can try that and go from there. So we'll call a file crypto, and let's do it. So we'll call this cryptography file, or cryptography. Okay, so let's see if we can come up with any ideas on what we're gonna do for cryptography, because I'm still nervous about this. Let's see. I just want to do a quick search for OBS keyframe. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. I wonder. Okay. Oh, there we go. Stream health is good. Internet's good. Okay, so let us start. So we can do some programming right now. So what I'm going to do in cryptography so far is I am going to make a new file called maybe encode. And in encode, we're going to take in a string and we'll call it text, like that. And we'll write our doc string now. That's usually a good place to start. If you guys have been keeping up with my Python series, I really like doc strings. They really help you kind of like keep track of your code, which is awesome. So we'll start our doc string and we'll say, let's say encodes the text. And then we'll say encodes text, like that. So it encodes the parameter text. And here, I'll pull this up so I can keep kind of like an eye on like how many people we got watching. We got one person watching. I don't know who it is. If you want to drop a comment in the live chat, please go right ahead, and I can talk to you. So the okay, so right now we're defining encode. Encode is going to take some text and change it up a little bit. Here, how are you doing? What's going on? Nice to see you, Jacob. Nice to meet you. So we're gonna keep writing encode. So we're gonna say type of text is a string, and then the R type will be a string as well. We're going to return like another string, but it'll be encrypted. It'll be like in some kind of language that's maybe like unreadable. So here, let's start. We can say, okay, so text is going to be a string passed in, and we'll say for item, or for letter in text. And then we can actually make a new string to start out with. A new string. Like that. And for letter and text, we just have to do, we'll just do like lowercase letters. So we'll say text equals text dot lower. So that actually just changes, that takes a new string, and sorry, it takes text and turns it into lowercase. So we have a new string and then we have text all in lowercase. So we'll say if letter equals A, like that. And what we can do now is we can just make a translation. This is Python, yeah. Yeah, Jacob. This is Python 3.5 or 3. Yeah, I believe it's 3.5. And it's my favorite language, I think. It's so easy to write. It's so nice. And I prefer it, especially as like a learning language, but it's also really powerful because so many people use it that there's packages for absolutely everything. So yeah, so for letter and text, if the letter is A, we'll just say new string plus equals. So we're just going to add something to the new string, and we can add let's add like, we can do 12. We'll just do like 2-digit numbers, you know what I mean? Thank you so much. That means a lot. I feel like everybody thinks that their voice sounds kind of weird, especially when they like record videos or like live stream or anything like that. But yeah, no, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, you know what? Java's a good language. Java's pretty cool. I know a little bit of Java. I wish I knew more. But there's so many different varieties of Java. There's like Node.js and like J5 and like yeah, there's so many different Javas, and I just don't know which one to start with. Like if I'm gonna actually like learn one, but I think I might just start with like pure JavaScript, and then like move on. So let's see right now. Let me just check on the stream because like right now there's a little bit of buffering going on, I think. Yeah, I think Jacob, I think you might still be the only person that's here, which is totally cool, I guess. But like, hopefully some more people join us. But I mean, you know, for now it's just us, just chilling. So also, if the letter is equal to B, we'll do the same thing. We'll do new string plus equals maybe 76, like that. And we can just do this. We'll copy it like that, and we'll do like this. And we can go all the way up, copy this, and then just boom, like that. Okay, cool. So we'll see if this works. So right now we got B, we'll do C, D, E, F, and G, H, I, J. Knowing me, I'm gonna probably like forget a letter of the alphabet, and it'll be super embarrassing. L, M, N, O, P, Q. There we go. And so now we gotta do R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and then let's just do like period, comma, space, question mark, and exclamation point. So that should be fine. So Q, so we'll do yeah, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, and then we're gonna do period, we're gonna do comma, we'll do exclamation point, we'll do question mark, and then we'll do like, what do you think? What was that last? Oh, and space. We need a space. Perfect. There we go. So right now we have all of this done except for the numbers. The numbers have to be different. So let's do like 23. We'll skip. We're going to change all the 76s below 23. So I'll do like 28. This one we'll do 29. This one we'll do 31. This one we'll do 35. This one we'll do 37. Then we'll do 39. 41, 45, 48, 56, 57, 59. This is like the most daunting part. What's this? What's the UAO? Oh, those other characters we gotta add? Yeah, you know what? I'll throw them in there. Hell yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's do 61. 61. 62. 67. 68. So we'll do 69. 71. 79. This one we can do 75. Hell yeah, let's do it. Yeah, no, of course. I don't know very much. The only thing I know how to say in German, I think, is Ihnen Pass bitte. Ihnen Pass bitte? Does that mean? I think that means, can I see your passport, please, or can I have your passport? So I think that's like all I know. We got 81. We got 83. 82. We got 85. Have I not 85? I don't think so. 82, 29. Okay, and then we got a bunch of like 76s up here we got to change. But we can just make those the 90s. We'll do like 91. This one we can change to like 90. This one we can change to like 95. 98. And then like this one we'll do 99. There we go. So yeah, by the way, tell me if that's right. When you hear me say this whole like Ihnen Pass bitte thing, I want to know if I'm saying it right, because I know that I'm probably not. Let me add those at the bottom for you right now. We'll do elif letter equals. Here, you know what? I'll just copy these last the last three. So we'll do that, and then I'll just grab these out of here one at a time. There's like a car outside, I believe. Okay, there we go. U, A, and then the O. There we go. Like that. And then I just got to change these numbers to like 10. We'll call this one 15, and we'll call this one 12. Yes, there we go. Ihnen Pass bitte. That's awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of myself. This one is 12. Did I use a 12 down here? Yes, I did. So we'll make it 13. There we go. And then we got to add like an else character. So we'll say else new string plus equals. Let's just say like a mystery character. We'll put like one of these, like a tilde, or like we can put like. Yeah, let's put like one of these. No, we'll put a tilde. There we go. So if we don't know what letter it is, then like if it's not included in our letters, then we'll add like a tilde, like one of these like squiggly lines, which I think is called a tilde. It's from Spanish. So there we go. So encode text, and then what we'll do at the end is we'll just return string or new string. Like that. There we go. So we can test it down here actually. We can say like encode print encode and in encode we'll just make like some text. Here, can you do me a favor? Send me a sentence in German with these 3 characters right here. So just throw up like, just add those 3 characters to the sentence. Like use some cool German words with those in them, and then I'll translate it. So the first one we'll test is like, hello there. This is synthetic programming. There we go. So let's try this. Yeah, there we go. So it turns it into this like long string of numbers, which looks pretty confusing. There we go. We've done it. So now the next part, which is kind of daunting, is we have to make decode, right? So def decode, and decode is going to do the same thing. It's going to take some text, and it'll say the doc string that we do will say decodes the text. I wonder, do we have any? Okay, so decodes the text, and okay, we'll say type of text. There we go. Okay, we'll try this. What does that mean? What's the translation? I cannot guess from seeing this. Here, I'll put it down here. Let me just say return, so it doesn't give us an error. So we'll say print encode, and then I'll encode the string this. It means I walked over the biggest bear of the world. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. I walked over the biggest bear of the world. You know what? Why the hell not? You know what I'll do? Let's grab this. Let's go to the stream on YouTube. Oh, we have another person watching. Hello. Let's just throw that in the description. Why the hell not? Boom. I walked over the biggest bear of the world. There we go. That should save soon. Yeah, the chat is a little delayed. I know the yeah. It's kind of something I can't hear, like, yeah, see, you'll see me write that in like a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's print this so you can see it. Ready? Boom. There we go. So this is I walked over the biggest bear of the world. Now I don't know why, but for some reason it decided that the first character and then one of these other characters was a mystery, and it might be the capital letters, but the program should have caught that when it changed them to lower like this. Let's see if that fixes it. Nope, it doesn't fix it. There's some more characters that I guess it didn't get. Maybe I'm seeing one of the characters is here, and one of them is like the first character, which is weird. That's an I. Oh, wait a minute. Did we not put I in here? Did we miss I? How did we miss I? No, we didn't. It's 91. If the letter equals I, then the new string plus equals 91. So why does this happen? Huh. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see that. There we go. I don't know. There's one other person here, and there's one other person on the stream. But if you want to say hi, jump in the chat. We're having a nice conversation. Okay, so now that we have that working, kind of, let's do the decode, where we're literally going to do the same thing. We'll say new string equals a string like this, and then we'll say that while the new string, how are you doing? Where are you from, sir? Boyan. I'm seeing a lot of people with some names that look like they're from places in Europe, and I love it because I'm actually from Europe as well. I know that I don't sound it, but I'm actually from Greece, so I'm always like in the Bulgaria. Awesome, really cool. That's great. So right now, if just to catch you up, we're writing right now a function that we wrote a function here that encodes, it takes in text and changes it into a long line of numbers. And now we're writing the function that translates it. So yeah, we are definitely near. Yeah, we're all close in the Eastern Europe. I absolutely love. Oh, not gonna do that. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Yeah, we're all in Eastern Europe. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I go back to Greece sometimes whenever I can. See my grandma, see the cousins. So okay, so right now we're gonna decode the text. So we made a new string called string, we made a new string and we just stored like an empty string in there. And now we're gonna say we have to actually like make the old text, because remember the text is lines of like 2 numbers. So what we're gonna say is we'll say for number, or for number in the text. So for every number in the text, if the number is equal to this weird like squiggle, if the number is equal to the weird squiggle, then we want it to continue. We don't want it to like do anything. However, what we'll say else, the number else is equal to that, then we got, let's see. For number in text, we got to keep track of where we are. So let's say index at the beginning equals 0. So we'll say for number in text, if number equals blank, continue, else, actually here, we'll say if number does not equal this, and we'll say else. We'll say else index plus equals 1. How are you doing, John? Nice to meet you. Let's see, how many people do we have in the stream right now? We got 3 people in the stream. Hi guys, how are you doing? We're just programming John right now. We're doing like a program so we're taking, we have a function we made called encode, and encode it takes a string in and it makes it into a long line of numbers like this. And then right now we're making decode, and decode's a little more challenging because now we have to deal with these sets of 2 numbers. And so we have we're saying if the number doesn't equal this, we don't want to continue actually. We want to say pair equals text index and text we'll do this. Actually, you know what? Instead of saying for number in text, we'll say while index is less than the length of the string of text minus 1. This whole thing. How can you create report? You know what? I'm actually not too sure, John. I don't do like SQL servers. Like I don't really do server side stuff. The only thing I ever did in Microsoft Visual Basic is I used to do a lot of like window applications, but I haven't done that in a long time. So I'm not actually too sure how to create a report with an SQL server. But database might be locally. What I would suggest is look up a tutorial on SQL to PHP communication. That might be the first step. PHP and SQL together can do kind of like, they can send server-side stuff really fast. So while index is less than the length of the text minus 1. I just got to add another one of these to make this go away. There we go. And so we'll say if text of index, like that. So if text index is not equal to this, then the pair equals text index plus text index plus 1. Like that. There we go. So what this is going to do now, let's see how many, we got 3 people still. So what we're doing is so we have a new string called string. Index is going to be equal to 0, and then while that index is less than the length of the text minus 1, actually we want to do minus 2. Yeah, there we go. If the text index is equal to this, then is not equal to this, then the pair equals this, and new string, we need a list first. List of pairs. And the list of pairs is going to be a list. I don't know if you guys can hear, there's a really annoying truck in the background. Okay, so we'll do, yep, it just honked at me. Okay, there we go. So list of pairs dot append pair. So we add that. And then we actually have to do index plus equals 2. Because we don't want it to just move 1, we want it to move like a whole pair. And then otherwise, just add 1 to the index and skip it, because we don't care. So then that will then just to test this, let's do print. Hi Roshan, how are you doing? Where are you from, Roshan? We've got someone from Germany, someone from Bulgaria. We've got someone from, actually we don't know where John's from. John, where are you from? If you're still here. I see that there's 3 people, so John might have left, but that's okay. We have, so yeah, we got one from Germany, one from Bulgaria, and then Roshan, you're the mystery guy. We don't know where you're from yet. So what I'm doing right now is we're just making decode, and just to reiterate, so we have a new string where eventually we're going to put stuff, but we don't need that right now. We have a list of pairs, and those are pairs of numbers. We set the index equal to 0 to begin with, and then while the index is less than the length of the text minus 2, we check, okay, so if text index is not equal to one of these signs, and we put that sign in case we don't know what the letter is, then the pair equals, and it gets that pair of numbers, and it adds it to the list, and then it increments the index by 2. However, otherwise, it just adds 1 to the index. So now, just to show you, we're going to print list of pairs. List of pairs like that. There we go. And so let's test this. So we'll do decode. First let's encode something. We'll say encode. Here we'll say code equals encode, and then we have to encode some text. Let's use my favorite text from Jacob. Jacob had some awesome text. There we go. We'll use this one because this one had some characters, if I remember. This one had some weird tilde characters. There we go. So paste, and then we'll just do do these guys and pull this back. There we go. So now, why is it giving me a bad character? Which character did you find that's so bad? What the hell? It worked last time I copied it, didn't it? Let's grab it like this. Oh, I see what's happening. Like this. Okay, there we go. Like that. Okay, so now, okay, yeah, the end of statement is expected. We have the end of statement right here. Like that. There we go. I don't know what's going on. We might not be able to use our awesome text, and I don't know why. That's really upsetting. Okay, we'll just have to say, we start over, and we say apples and code apples are great. There we go. So, okay, now we print, just to show you, we're going to print code. And if I run this, so that's apples are great right there. And then the next thing we'll do, let's just make sure that I'm not talking to the dark. There we go. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is print, or we'll just do decode, because I just added the statement. We'll just say decode code. And let's see what it gives us. Nice. Okay, awesome. So see how it split it into these, like, into its letter pairs? There we go. So that's the first step. That's like what we need. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to, now we actually have to write out all that stuff like we did last time, which kind of sucks, but let's bear with me. So now we'll say for item, or like for pair, we'll say for item. For item in the list of pairs, like this, if pair equals like this, if pair equals this, new string plus equals a letter, like that. And so this is going to be real fun. If item, sorry, if item. I know that it's interesting. Watching programming for me like several years ago would have probably been boring, but I love programming now. I don't know, like it's like such an interesting thing that I don't know. I just prefer it. Like it's pretty fun. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna take this if. We're gonna write the elif as well. Elif item equals another pair like this, new string plus equals, and then like that letter. And we'll just copy this like that. Boom, 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 boom. And copy this whole thing. And say Control V. Boom, grab this. And we'll drop that in there. Just interested to know, is anybody following along at all? Like, is anyone programming right now? I don't know if you guys can hear me still. I hope you can. It seems like some people might not be able to. So let's hope that you can. We got some sort of notification as well that I can check on. Oh, someone just commented on that batch file video. I have a batch file video up from a long time ago that a lot of people really like. Like there's like 2,000 likes on it or something. It's like my most liked video. It's most watched as well. It has like over a third of like all my views. Yeah, you could totally write this in Java. Yeah, like Java is actually probably faster, to be honest, than writing this in Python. And again, there's like a faster way I could do this with like a dictionary. But I'm just going to do it like this for now because why not? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. Now I'm just going to memorize numbers. So I'm going to do 12, 99, 23, 76. 12, like this. 12, 99, 23, 76. And then, okay, so 12, 99, 23, 76, and like 98, 28, 90, 90. Oh my god, this is going to take absolutely forever. I have an idea, and I don't know how this idea is going to work out, but we're going to try it. I'm just going to take a picture. 12, 99, 23, 76. Okay, so I don't care about those. I care about these. Okay, so perfect. So now I can just like add in under 76. I'll do 98. That's you know what? That's exactly what I'm doing. I took a picture. I don't want to do like as much like my screenshot on my computer would probably be annoying because I'm live streaming for you guys right now, and I don't want to. I don't have like another monitor to throw it on. But like I'll do 98, 28, 90, 95. And this is just like one really big conditional statement. That's actually a dope idea. Let's do it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Boom. There we go. So I have that in the console now. So we're at 91. Let's keep going down. So we got 29, 82, 85, 29, 82, 85, and then we got like 83, 31, 75, 81, 71. So 75. Where did I put that? 30. Did I do 30? Yeah, 31, 75, 81, 71. So, and then we got 79. And I just gotta find where I am. 71, 79, 35, 67, 69, 67, 69, 62, 61, 62, 61, 37, 57, and 59. Item equals 59. Then new string plus equals Z. And then let's go up and just do the alphabet, just like we had before. And then we gotta just go through once more and do C. We just gotta add those like extra characters. D, E, F, G, H, I. Come on. K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There we go. And the last thing we need is, if you notice in our encode, we have Z, and then after Z, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we have 8 more to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll just get rid of these numbers for now because I don't know what they are. And I'll just go up and grab those ones because there's not that many of them. I can just do 4 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 56, 39, 45, 48. 56, 39, 45, 48. 36, Wait, that's weird. Does it go 57, 57, 59? Yeah, 56, 39, 45, 48. 56, 49, 48, 45, sorry. Jesus. And this is why you find more efficient ways to do things in programming than this. Okay, so 48, and then we'll do like, what are the last four after 48? 41, 10, 15, 13. That's easy. 10, 15, 13. And what's that last one? For 10, 15, 13? 41. 41. And what are the characters? It's period, comma, exclamation, question. Period, comma, exclamation, question. I don't know why I wrote Q instead of question. And then space, and then UAO. So space, and then these cool characters that I had from before. So Control C, Control V, U, Control C, Control V. Boom. Okay, there we go. Finally. Ooh. Last thing we do is we return new string. Okay, moment of truth. We gotta print this now. Print decode. Alright, so right now, this is it. This is the moment of truth where we test our program. Let's see it. Here we go. Let's add that exclamation point for good luck. This is the moment of truth where we test our program. There we go. And for some reason, it took that exclamation point. It didn't interpret that exclamation point, which means that maybe the exclamation point's not 45. It is. 45 is the exclamation. Maybe I put another 45 in here, and I don't know. Interesting. Well, that doesn't really, we did it. We did it. It took a while, but that's the encoded version, and this is the non-encoded version. So the next thing I think we should do is, if we're being real cool, let's write it to a file, and this is going to be fast. Okay. So the next thing we do is we say write def write to 45 equal to the question mark. 45. Let's go to encode. 45. No, see, question mark is 48. So if the letter is equal to an exclamation point, then the new string adds 45. If it's equal to a question mark, then it adds 48. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I wonder why it's not doing that. Okay, so write file like this, and we'll say text, and we'll say in our doc string, we'll say write text like this, writes text to file, and then we can say that the type of text is a string, and our type, the type that it gives us back, is none, because it doesn't give us anything back, it just writes to a file. So we'll say with open output .txt in the form w, which just wipes the file as f.write text. Right? So there we go. So we can say output.text thing, and then we can also make another one where we say with let's add this actually. Let's say this and then file name. And file name is also a string. And then we'll just change output.text with file name. And there we go. So now we're done. Then we can say f.close like that. And then it closes the file. So now we can say code equals encode. This is the moment where we run our program, and instead of printing it, let's do this. Let's grab this. We'll say we can actually get rid of this altogether, and we can say text equals, or like the text equals this. We can say write file the text to input.txt, write file encode the text to cryptic.txt, so that's going to be our actual code, and then write file decode. We got to save this as a variable, or we can just do that. So it's going to encode the text and then decode the text, and we'll write that to translation.txt. There we go. Okay, let's see who is around. We got 2 people on right now. I hope everybody is ready. I'm 19. How old are you guys? I don't know. I actually don't know who the Boyan. Are you still here? Because yeah. I think it's Boyan and Jacob who are still here. Yeah. How old are you guys? I'm 19. Okay, yeah, so let's try running this, and I'll show you guys, and watch for right here. When I run this, watch this area right up here, because you're gonna see these files get made when I click this. Oh, nice. Okay, so you guys are like, that's how old I was when I started synthetic programming. It was a while back. Okay, so if you guys saw that, I just hit run, and it made all these files. And okay, so here's the input, here's the cryptic, right? So input cryptic translation. So okay, this is what we inputted, this is what it turned it into, and then this is the translation. There we go. Awesome. So you could technically use this program to write like secret messages or something, you know what I mean? Like you could write messages to your friends, especially if you didn't want them to get like intercepted or anything like that. That'd be pretty cool, I think. So let's see. Oh, we have 2 more viewers. Hi guys, how are you doing? How are the 2 more viewers doing? We're all talking in chat, so if you want to jump into chat with us, other 2 viewers. I like this program too. Thanks so much, Jacob. Yeah. Okay. So now we've done that. We've done cryptic. So now tell me this. What do you guys want to program next? I probably have time for like 1 more. So does anybody have any ideas of what they want to translate next? How are you doing? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Ipaloop? Ipaloop? Epaloop? Ooh, which is better for retro games? Oh, okay. Bye, Jacob. Have a good one. Have a great day. So, which is better, QBasic or Batch? I would say I know I tried. So, I would say that okay, if you want like a really, I would do QBasic over batch for like if you want it to look like batch is just gonna look like a text-based batch file. You can't really make batch look the way you're gonna want it to. I guess you could make like Pong or something like that, but I doubt that it would look as good as if you did it in QBasic. Okay, so now, right now, let me just look at our stream. We have 4 people watching. Can you guys give me another idea of something to program? Give me an idea of something I can program in Python. Something you guys want to see. We gotta do some brainstorming. Does anybody have any ideas? Yes, no, maybe so. We just did this one. We just made encode, decode, and then write to file. So this is like our cryptography file. Tic-Tac-Toe. That's a really interesting idea. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So we'll make a new file called Tic-Tac-Toe. And I have never done this before, so let's see if I can do it. I don't know. This will be a challenge. So we'll say Tic-Tac-Toe. Like that. Okay. Is that how? Yeah, I guess that's how to spell. Yeah, okay. So here we go. So the first thing we should do is we should make a board, right? So we'll make a function called, oh, you made it in, oh my god, that must have been hell. If you still have that batch file, by the way, you can send it to me on in the description of this video is our Facebook page. If you send me the program through the Facebook page, I might do a video on it or something if you want me to. I could definitely do a video if you're interested, because I love it when the subscribers send stuff in, and then I can actually do like highlights on it and kind of like, you know, shout them out. I think that's always fun. So okay, Tic-Tac-Toe. The first thing we should do is we should make a class called board. Yeah, okay, so we'll make a class. Oh, no, let's not make a class. Let's make a, yeah, let's do it. Let's make a class called board. And in the class board, we're going to have, so this is the board for Tic-Tac-Toe. And we need some attributes. And the only attribute we're going to have is, let's have at type board, or like, we'll just call it lowercase board. And board is going to be a list. Yeah, so board is going to be a list of different lists. A list of lists, yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is, well, the thing is, oh yeah, no, that's totally fine. Yeah, I understand. Rohan Kapoor, how are you doing? You should come over to my room. That's yeah, that's so funny. That's awesome. So yeah, so right now we're gonna try to do Tic-Tac-Toe. So we're doing a class for the board, and it'll be a list of lists. And then, okay, so here we'll define that right now. So we'll define the init function, and that's totally fine. Epaloop, like I understand when my phone got wiped like that a couple months ago. So we'll do define itself, and actually no, we don't have to. So when this class starts up, it'll be a new board. So we'll say initializes the board object, and in here we'll say type of self is board. I don't know why it just did that. We'll do type of self is and then the R type is none, like that. There we go. So now it initializes a new board, and we'll do self.board will equal a list, and in the list there will be 3 lists like this, and each item in the list is going to be set to 0, like this. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's going to be our tic-tac-toe board, and you can see these are the different rows, right? And then so imagine them stacked on top of each other like this. This might be an easier way for me to write it so you guys can see. There we go. So that'll be our tic-tac-toe board, right? It'll just be a list of lists, and each list is a row. So then we'll say def move, or player 1. We'll say player 1. Self. I wonder why it's not. Oh, sorry. Did I not close that list? There we go. Okay, so we got player 1 self, and we'll say this moves for player 1. And player 1 has got to take in an argument, and that argument's going to be a tuple called location. And so what we'll do is this. We'll say, okay, so it'll say def player 1 self dot location, or sorry, it'll say it takes in location, moves for player 1. The type of self is a board object, and then the type of location is going to be a tuple with ints inside of it. So, by the way, you guys who are watching right now, let's see, I just want to make it hit. Okay, so there's 4 people watching right now. Of the 4 people watching right now, if you guys have watched any of my Python series that I've done recently, we haven't gotten this far yet. We haven't done classes. We're going to do that in probably around video 15. I'm not too sure. Closer to video 20 maybe. But classes are just cool ways to make objects that you can edit really easily. So we have define player 1, which takes itself and then a location that we give it, and it'll change one of the zeros to something. So what we'll do is we can say self dot board, and we'll say row self.board location 0. So the first thing in the tuple, which we'll have it be the row, and then we'll do the next thing will be the column, and we'll say, so that's self.locate, so location 1, and then location 0, and then in location 0 we'll do the column, so we'll do location 1. Like that. And then that is going to equal, we're going to set that equal to, so self.board location 0, which will tell us the row we want, and then the column, and it'll take that column, and actually let's grab this and say if self.board, we can just copy this whole thing. We'll say this equals 0, then set that equal to 1. Nice. And the R type for this is none. Like that. Does anybody have any questions? If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Oh, we've got a 5th person. How are you doing? After I finish Python, Boyan, I think I'm gonna do. I might redo. Nobody uses Batch anymore on Windows 10. Everyone uses PowerShell. So I was thinking about doing PowerShell or Batch just to redo one of those series. But actually, I was also thinking about starting a more interesting language like Perl maybe, or Scheme, one of the more weird languages that don't have too many tutorials out there. I mean, they probably all have a lot, but like no big YouTube channels cover them. Otherwise, I might do Java or like Ruby, something like that, some kind of web framework. But yeah, for now it's Python, because Python's like a good learning language, you know what I mean? So, okay, so right now it says if it's 0, it'll set it, and then otherwise, else, self dot board. Actually, we'll just say otherwise, just return. So, yeah, so that's what's going to happen when player 1 tries to move. And then we're also going to take this whole function and... Okay, is Python scripting or programming? So Python is a functional programming language. So Python is an object-oriented programming language. So it's programming. Scripting is something more like Perl or like C. Python is built on scripting languages. So Python's like really close to a scripting language, but it's not as high level as that. You know what I mean? It's more like it uses scripting languages to compile, but Python itself isn't really a scripting language. Let me make sure I'm telling you guys the right thing though, because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Oh, okay. So Python is considered a scripting language because. Oh, okay. But only because of this like historical blur. Okay, so yeah. So you can consider it kind of like a scripting language. Okie doke. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take player 1 for our Tic-Tac-Toe game, and we're just going to copy it. And we'll say this will be player 2. And player 2 is going to do the exact same thing, except instead of changing it to 1, it'll change it to 2. Okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to define a function called check board, where we say in check board, it'll just tell us what the status of the game is, like if it's over. And what we'll say is that checks if game is over. The type of self, like the rest of them, is board, because it's in the class. And then the R type is going to be a Boolean. We're going to return false if the game's not over and true if the game is over. So we'll say bool, like that. There we go. Let me just get out of this again so we have 5 people watching right now. If you haven't introduced yourself yet, if you're one of the other people watching and you haven't introduced yourself, we're all talking in the live chat right now. So jump over to the live chat and say hi if you'd like. I hope that answered your question, Epaloop, about Python. I know I've always thought of it as just like a functional programming language, but but I guess there's like a gray area because it compiles into scripting languages. So okay, so check board self. Okay, so we're checking if the game is over. So the first check we're going to do is this. First, we're going to say that board. We're going to say that game over equals false to begin with. Now we're going to say for list, or for item, we'll say row. We'll say for row in self dot board, for column in in row, if number actually, we're going to start over thinking. We're going to say, let's assume that the game is over. If number does not equal, if number equals 0 at any point, if column equals 0. So if there's like a number, let's see, nice to know. And I could, in batch, I checked whether player error B had an entry instead of checking if there was oh no. Yeah, no, that could take a while. Especially programming anything in Bash takes a while because it's not exactly like a programming language as much as it's like an executable language. Like you just use it to make commands. Okay, so if column is equal to 0, then we'll say game over does not equal, we'll say equals false. And then after, down here, we'll say for, okay, now we got it. This will be the complicated version. We're going to talk about all the different ways that we could win the game. This is going to be the annoying part. So we got to think about a tic-tac-toe board. Let's pull up Paint and actually draw this out. Okay, so we'll have like the lines like this. There we go. So the ways you can win are, we'll label all the boxes. Oh, sorry, these are not numbers, these are lines. Let's grab our brush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then so we can win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9, or 1, 5, 9, or 7, 5, 3. Okay, that's not too many actually. So we'll say if, let me just put this on the side right here. I won't be able to see the, let's see, and it's like finding the slightest thing. Yeah, no, I understand, and a lot of go-to, Okay, so let's see. So let's grab this. Okay, so let's scroll over to all these combinations of, okay, so the ways we can win. So if, okay, we want self.board 0. So for row 0, we need 0, 0. Okay, so self.board 0, 0 like this equals self.board 0, 0. So equals 1 equals 2. So if all of those equal each other, then what we're going to do is we're going to say if return true. Actually, we shouldn't return a Boolean. Let's return a tuple. So we'll return a tuple that says if self.board 0, 0 equals 1. Print or return, we'll say like true, game over is true, and we'll say 1, right? Because that'll be our winner will be player 1. I don't know why it's telling me redundant parentheses. That's supposed to be, I guess I can do this. There we go. Okay, so that's one thing that might happen. Else, this same thing, we'll say like this exact same thing as long as it equals 2. Okie doke. So self.board 0, 0 equals 2, and then return 1, or sorry, return true and then 2, if that's the case, if they equal 2. So now let's copy this same thing, except now we're going to say elif, and let's change all of these rows to 1, like this. Like that, like that. There we go. Nice. So now we can copy this whole thing and do the next one, which is when it's the third row. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So now we've done these ones. These are done now. The next thing we have to do are the rows going down, so the columns. So we'll take the same code because it's the same thing. And let me just check on if you guys are saying anything right now. How are you doing, Jacob? What's going on? Long time no see. Right now we're programming Tic-Tac-Toe. And so right now we just did the rows, and now we're going to do the columns. So we checked the rows, and now we're going to say, okay, so if oh, you know what? We also have to say, okay, so else will be if, oh, this is complicated. Okay, for column and row, if column equals 0, then game over equals full. Yeah, okay, that's fair. And okay, so the next thing we do is we're doing the columns. So this we're gonna change to 0, 0, 0, right? No. Yes. This is gonna be 0, 0, 0. And no, we want 0, 1, and 2. Like that. And then we want for this we want 0, 0, 0. And we can actually leave these ones as 0, 0, 0, 0, because it actually, if the row adds up to a number equals win. The reason we can't do that is because if you try to do that, then one of the rows, say that we have a row that goes 0, 1, 1, and then we have another row that has 0, 2, 0. You know what I mean? There's so many ways that might fail because the different players have different numbers, and it might add up to a different. We'd have to do the way you're talking about. It would work, but we would need a class for player. And we're trying to do this in one class, just called board. So anyway, that's our first row, like that. Or sorry, that's our first column. These are our other two columns, and the way we're going to do these are, so these change to 1, 1, 1, 1, like that, and then 1, 1, 1, like this. And then for this, let's change these to 0, 1, like that. So, and then, or sorry, these are 0, 1, like that. And then now these ones are going to be 2, the third column. And we'll call this 0, 2. Okie doke. So now, if we go back to here, we've done these ones as well. And so the last thing we have to do are the two diagonals. These ones are going to be the most annoying to program, but it's okay. So Control C, we'll do it like this. Okay, so if 0, 0, And yeah, so if row 0, column 0, row 1, column 1, and then 2, column 2, I want to say. That works. And we'll say 0, 0, 0, 0. Now we got to do the opposite. So let's say row 0, 2, row 1, 1, and row 2, 0. And then that works. 0, 2, and 0, 2, and 0. Okay, perfect. So now we say else, like if anything else happens, then what do? We say return false, and yeah, false. Just return false. We'll say return false and 0. So the last thing we do is we can say, oh, actually, let's just say return game over. And yeah, we'll say return game over and 0. So now let me just get rid of this because we've used it. Well, no, it's like only a possible solution of 3 and 6. Okay, yeah, no, like theoretically it could work, but wrapping my head around all the different ways that it could, because right now, so we have 0, 1, and 2, and so one of the rows can be 3, or one of the rows, one of the rows can be 0, 1, and 1, and another row could be like 2, 0, 0, like I said, right? Like, and you need to make sure that if, oh, actually, no, you're right. You're totally right. That works. The only thing you wouldn't be able to do with that is figure out if it was a tie. And the way you'd have to do that is do what we did up here. Check every single one and see if there's no zeros left. Okie doke. No, I totally see what you mean. You're totally right. 0, 1, and 2 works. Yeah. No, I totally get you. You're spot on. I'm just like not thinking. Yeah, 0, 1, and 2 equals 3. Yeah. No, that totally works. Okay, well, oops, now I've done this. Okay, so now that we have this whole thing, let's write the actual game loop. Oh, wait, let's write one more function called print board. Which just literally prints the board. And we're going to say, okay, so prints the board, the type of self equals board, and the type, the R type is none. And we'll just say for row in self dot board print row. There we go. So let's see if we can actually write the main loop now. So we're gonna do okay, so if name equals main. This is just like a really easy way of checking to see if to just make code run. Instead of just writing it in the side, you can just write if name equals main, and then whatever's in here will run. So we'll say so right now game while okay, we have to make a new board. So board equals a board like this. We'll say while board dot check board, while not, because we want it to be false. So while not board dot check board. Do you also get this weird feeling when you check how you could have done it and someone did it way more? Yeah, I know. And you know what? The thing is, you can't ever get yourself down about that, because the thing is, I'm learning just as much as anybody else is learning. And the thing about programming is you're never done learning programming, because programming gets updated so often and languages get updated so often that if you ever stop learning, you're just going to get left behind. So like, the thing is, I always consider every program I write, even if I'm writing it as like a serious program for me to use, I always think of it as like a learning experience. Because you never want to discourage yourself on, oh, this person did it better. You just look at their code and say, next time I'm going to do it like that. It is a little discouraging, but you have to remember that you're always, like, we're all learning, and like we need to remember that, you know, you can't belittle yourself just because you didn't know how to do it right the first time. Nobody knows how to do it right the first time. Like, this is like not the best way we could write this game, but like it works, and so we're going to try it. So while not board.checkboard, we're going to print the board. Or we'll do, yeah, so board.print. Then we're going to say input equals enter, thank you. So input is going to be, we'll call it imp. Well, we'll call it p1 move equals input, or we'll say p1 row is an input, and in the input we're going to say enter number of column, and we'll say 0, 1, or we'll say row, sorry. 0, 1, or 2, right? Like that. So we'll say it's actually the integer of this. Then we'll say p1 column is an integer of the input and yeah, there's more than one way to write everything. I agree, Boyan. Yeah, like you can, there's a million different ways to write a program that prints out the word hello, like, and you can do it in the craziest way possible, like, or you can do it in the easiest way possible, right? And everyone's got their preference, but like, and is there a most efficient way? Yes, there is, but you know, if it depends on the order that you're trying to write. Like, the only time you really care about efficiency is with like big data problems, because when you're working in things like this, like little tic-tac-toe games, we're not some sort of like, you know, we're not on like a computing like limitation. We don't have like a time limit, especially one that we'd ever pass. Like, this program is not going to break our computer. So let's say enter number of column 0, 1, or 2, like that. And now we say we're going to say board dot player 1. Then we're going to write here at the beginning of this program, let's print some kind of like separator, you know what I mean, like this. We'll print like a separator, like that. Then we'll take that same separator and we'll put it down here. We'll say board player 1, and we'll move player 1 p1 row, p1 column, like that. And then we're gonna here, let's print another one of these, and we're gonna print the board, or we'll do, yeah, board dot print, and then we're going to literally copy this same thing that we just did, and we're going to say P1 row, enter number of row. Ooh, you know what? We have to, okay. This is going to be weird. So while not board dot checkboard. Okay, you know what? In Tic-Tac-Toe, we have to get rid of this number, and we have to say, like for example, for this one, for all the 2s, we have to say print player 2 wins, like that. And so let me just do that really quick, because otherwise our loop isn't going to run correctly, because you can't assign like a tuple variable to it like that, like the way I was trying to do. How are you guys doing? So you guys said we've got someone here from, where are you guys from again? Can you guys just like remind me? You're from Bulgaria, and Epaloop, where are you? Where are you hiding in the world? Let's see. Yep, so player 2. Okay. And then yep, Jacob's from Germany. And oh, you're also from Germany. Awesome. We've got a lot of people from Germany. And okay, the next thing we're going to do is change all of these to player 1, like this. It shouldn't take that long. The other one didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Oh, that's not good. So we do this. Then we do this. And like 3 more. Germany is really good for computer science. I feel like I hear a lot of computer scientists like to go to Germany, especially for like internet laws. Germany is very progressive with their internet law. Okay, cool. So this works. So we're gonna say, so down here we say while not board.checkboard. So it prints one of these. It says it prints the board, and then player 1 goes, and then it prints a line between them, and then it prints the board again, and player 2 goes. And let's try it and see if we did it. I don't know if we did. So let's see. Okay, there we go. So let's say I'm player 1. So player 1 would say, I want to go to row 1, column 1, because everyone likes going to the middle. There we go. So that changes it to that. And then player 2 is like, I want to go to row 1. How are you doing, Jay Fletcher? Where are you from? How are you doing? We've got 2 people from Germany, 1 person from Bulgaria. And let's see. Yeah, we got, is it 4 people? Yeah, we got 4 people watching right now, or 3 people, I think. So let me get out of this. So, okay, so now then we'll say the next person wants to go 1, and they want to go to, let's see, they want to go to section 2. There we go. So they went to row 1, column 2. They went right there. Oh, but why did it change it to 1? That's something we got to check on. Oh, wait, row 1, column 2. So player 2 did go here. Row 1, column 2. So it should be there. But for some reason, oh, I see what happened. P2 row 2, P2, row 2, P2, P2. That would be our issue. Okay. Oh, you're from dude. I'm from Canada as well. Nice to meet you. I'm actually in Toronto right now, so that's where I happen to be. Let's get rid of this and let's try running it again and see if our tic-tac-toe game works. So okay, so first person says 1, and we're making tic-tac-toe right now. So the first person goes and it says, okay, so there we go. And the next person says, I want to go in row 0, column 2. And, oh, that puts a 1 still. But at least it works. Okay, so now we got to go up to where player 2 moves. Oh, wait a minute. We haven't said player 2. Because, oh, you live on Vancouver. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm not too far. So what we're making right now is this here, and see it's board player 1. That's why we have the issue. Okay, perfect. And now you know what? I'm also going to print this. Print player 2. Player 2's here. Player 2's turn. And the next one I'll put up here, and I'll say player 1's turn. So let's try this one more time, and good luck to us. Okay, so player 1 goes in 1, 1. Player 2 goes in 0, 2. There we go. So it adds a 2 there. Player 1 goes in 0, 1, like that. Player 2 goes in 0, 0 because they're really bad at tic-tac-toe. And player 1 goes, I'm going to go in in 2, row 2, column 1. And it should say that player 1 won the game. But I think player 2 has to now go. That's the other thing we have to do. We haven't checked. We didn't check the thing. Okay, so this is okay. I get what we have to do. So we say while not. Let's do this. Control X. Game over equals false. While not game over. This happens, and then we'll do this. Game over equals. There we go. That'll work. So this is the final thing we're gonna do today, boys. We're gonna hit this, and here we go. 1, 1. The next person goes in 0, 2. The next person goes in in 0, 1. The next person goes in 2, 2. And it's a race to the finish line, but player 1 takes it with row 2, column 1. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I lied. One more thing we have to do. We have to check this right here. Like that. Oh no, you know what? That doesn't work either. Yeah, we have to settle with what we just had. Like that. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we have to settle with this. So the player 2 does have to make a move. They have to say 1, 0, 0 or something like that. They have to give up because, and then it'll say player 1 wins. Okay, so it does work saying player 1 wins, but yeah, we could definitely tweak this a lot. Anyway, guys, I tried my best to make tic-tac-toe. There is not anything blocking invalid moves right now. That's something that we could add in. We could make some kind of. We could add some things in player one. And there is one thing that checks invalid moves. This will only let you move onto a. It only lets you move onto a space that's equal to 0. If you try to move onto the other player's space, or like a space that's already taken, it won't do anything. That'll skip your turn. So it does actually have something that checks. But yeah, so here's the code, guys. I want to kind of like, if anybody's interested in having this code, you can just like message me on Facebook. I don't know if you guys have Facebook, but the Synthetic Programming Facebook page is the link in the description. I think we have like 1,000 likes on the page right now, which is awesome. So yeah. So guys, this is actually going to be it for today. I think I'm gonna head out. I have a test I have to go get to, so I will. I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm planning on doing these like more often. If you guys like, what did you think? Did you guys like this at all? Did you guys think that it was worth it? What do you guys think? I don't know if do you have any kind of like I guess suggestions or anything I could do in the future? I kind of like the idea of you guys giving me ideas. I like the idea like where you guys give me like ideas of what to program, and then I kind of like try to take a crack at it. Because again, like just like you guys, I'm learning. So like, you know, I'm no better at programming than too many other people. I just kind of know a little bit, and I can kind of solve problems, I guess, the best I can. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have any, thank you so much, Boyan. Yeah, again, if you guys are interested, the Synthetic Programming Facebook page is in the description. I'm going to keep doing this a little more. We're really close to 4,000 subscribers, like really, really close. And I think we only need like 100 more. I think. I can check, actually. I can go on the stream page right now. And let's see if we go to my dashboard and view channel. Let's see. Yeah, so we got like, yeah, we need like 103 more. So that's what we got now. And yeah, so if you guys like this a lot, yeah, 101 more. Something close. We're getting there. We're almost at 4,000. And yeah, so I'm planning on doing these a lot more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, just look out for when I'm doing these in the future. I'll probably do them on like Fridays and weekends whenever I have like a lot of time to program. And yeah, again, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You can always talk to me through the Facebook page or through the comments. I pretty much reply to everything. Especially on the newer videos that get less comments, it's easier for me to see comments on those. So, yep, talk to me through Facebook, talk to me through the YouTube channel, and I really like to talk to you guys because talking to the subscribers is dope. You guys are pretty cool. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.